What's up, guys? RT2 here, and today we will be doing a Toronto Maple Leafs podcast, and today we'll be discussing how and what we'd have to give up to get goalies in trades or in free agency. So obviously in free agency, there are a couple good options. Now, there is Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, Marc-Andre Fleury, 3-time Stanley Cup champion, he's had an okay year. I mean, with all the controversy with Chicago at the start of the year, super crazy, but yeah, I feel like if the Leafs got him at around 3.5 to 5 million, something around there, that'd be great. But I feel like he'd be just the perfect fit because he's had experience winning Stanley Cups, playing well, and yeah, he almost led the Vegas Golden Knights to the Stanley Cup last year. And we wouldn't have to give up much for him. He's just a free agent, but he's older. This is like a short-term kind of thing. You get him for 2 years and then look to something in the future. But I feel like that's smart because you could get something in the future, or you could grow one of your goalies into something good and then you'd be fine. But I feel like Marc-Andre Fleury, he'd just be the great fit. Another guy, there aren't a ton of rumors about him, but there are some. Not a ton, but I feel like he'd be the best option. I don't know if he'd want to sign. It's Darcy Kuemper. Now, Darcy Kuemper obviously has been super good for the Avalanche this year. They finished second in the entire league. He's at a .921 save percentage at 32 years of age. He's been doing well in the playoffs so far for Colorado, and we'd have to get him for probably $5 million, around there, $4 to $5 million. But he's been a good goalie his whole life, and I feel like he'd also be a really good fit because both these goalies have really played well this year and from years before. But really, for me, those are the only two standout options that you'd get through free agency for a goalie, because those are just the two big ones. There are some other decent ones, but they're really just going to be like Jack Campbell. As I will get into goalies more later in the episode. Yeah, I mean, there's not many. The best one this year, other than those ones, the other biggest one, I've heard no rumors about it, but it wouldn't be a bad option, is Ville Husso. He's played for St. Louis. He got them far in the playoffs. I mean, you'd be able to snag him for pretty cheap, maybe $3 million. He'd be, a really great signing, but no rumors about that one. That's just my point of view and kind of the Leafs' point of view. No rumors with Ville Husso, but I think he'd be an also decent option through free agency. But those are the goalies that I feel like would get the job done for the Toronto Maple Leafs, because you don't just want to bring in an average goalie and you're just going to get the same thing as Jack Campbell. It's not really all that worth it. So you may as well just keep Jack Campbell. So going into trades now. Now, when was this? I heard this, I think, yesterday. That John Gibson could come to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, this would be through trade, and it was very interesting for me. They said that they'd get rid of Muzzin in the second round pick. Muzzin in a third round pick. That'd be great. Like, John Gibson's a very good goalie. And I will do more episodes on the D, but out of our 8D, you're going to have to get rid of one. And for me, that one is Jake Muzzin, because he just takes up too much cap. And Justin Hall is one that they've been saying, but I wouldn't want to. He's our best penalty killer. He's way cheaper, and he's a very solid option. But there are rumors that he might come to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and honestly, that'd be awesome. But I will try to look at more rumors. It's just that, like, if he's a very solid goalie, the team isn't going to get rid of him by trade. So that's where free agency is probably your best bet. Yeah, John Gibson could be coming, but that's really the only one that the Toronto Maple Leafs would try to get. But, like, there's a couple options you could, again, like, I was also hearing rumors about, like, a Varlamov trade. Like, if he's an old goalie, I really just want him to have experience rather than not. So, like, there are a couple of options here that you could trade. Obviously, throw in Peter Mrazek to a trade, and honestly, you aren't going to get rid of him. Try to retain salary. You'd have to retain one, maybe half his salary. But that's understandable. One for me, and you guys will hear about this in future episodes, I'm not keen on Nick Robertson. Not a chance am I keen on him. Nick Arbasuch is fine, but Nick Robertson has been hyped all these years. He's not it. I mean, he's 5'9". He's a weak kid. He doesn't go in corners. He's weaker. In 10 games, 1 goal. It's like, then people are like, oh, you should move him up to the top 6. Well, maybe get rid of him to a team like Anaheim, and then he'll get that top 6 time. But he's not moved further than the 4th line for us, and he's not even playing that much for us. That's really it. Like, if we pick up a goalie like such as Fleury from free agency, Husso from free agency, Kemper from free agency, that would all cost us around like $4 to $5 million. And the thing is, Liljegren, Sandin, and Labushkin will probably cost $5 million, but so is Muzzin's cap. So all of that is $10 million right there. But if you get rid of Mrazek and retain some salary in Campbell, you'd make about 4-3. Him and Muzzin, which means like $8 million, and you could pretty much get that. But that's about it for this goalie video. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in future videos. And obviously, if you want to get into more of these videos, make sure to comment down below. See ya. Peace.